Good afternoon. It's a great pleasure to be able to say to you, welcome to Cabal Vision HD, the new official Blood Bowl TV.
Hi everyone. Our goblin technicians have been working night and day for the last year in order to deliver you the best quality service ever.
Hello YouTube, I'm the Sage, and in this video I'm going to be looking at the star player options for Nurgle in Blood Bowl 2. Going over your inducement options, the first thing you'll notice is that Nurgle, like Undead and Necro, have access to an Igor rather than a Wandering Apothecary, and the Igor lets you reroll a single failed regeneration roll. The first star player in our list is Lord Borak the Despoiler. With movement 5, strength 5, agility 3, armor 9, he's basically a plus strength chaos warrior who has block, dirty player, and mighty blow. Obviously, you're not going to be fouling with him a lot, but block and mighty blow are very, very solid skills, so he's uncharacteristically reliable for a star player. 300k is a lot, but not absurdly much, so this is one of the better options you've got probably. Lord Borak is basically some added strength to your team, some block, some mighty blow. Yeah, pretty generic. The next star is Morg, and you all know him. He's the star of Blood Bowl. He plays for every team except for Necro, Undead, and Khemri, and he's basically a sorely overpriced Lord Borak. He's got plus movement, plus strength, and plus armor relative to Borak, and thick skull, and he costs 130k more. He is one of the most overpriced things in the game. Next up, we've got Knack Blackhoof. Knack is a typical big guy but better star player. He's got movement 6, strength 6, agility 2, and armor 8, so he's basically a Minotaur with plus movement and plus strength. Importantly, he also does not have wild animal, which is kind of a big deal. Strength 6 and horns means he's got strength 7 while blitzing, and that means he can 3-die a strength 3 player without any assists. That's pretty useful. The fact that he loses his nega trait, wild animal, means that he's a lot more reliable because he won't need a 2+ to block or blitz, and importantly he won't need the 4+ to simply reposition, and that can be a very big deal on a strength 6 guy. While strength 6 makes him a little bit harder to take down, he does still suffer from the other big drawback that Minos have, and that's armor value 8. Lewdgrip Whip Arm is a new star player with the Nurgle release. He's a bit of a weird character. His stat line of movement 6, strength 3, agility 3, and armor 9 means he's a regular player but a bit more durable. However, his skill set gives him sure hands, pass, and strong arm, so he's a pickup/passing guy, but also tentacles, which is for marking and hanging on to people. Very, very weird combination. 150k is not that much for a star player, but I still wouldn't be too inclined to induce him. His skill set is not the kind that you're usually looking for. You don't really want passing play on a Nurgle. And if you just use him as a carrier, then he'll eat your star player points, and you don't want that either. And the tentacle strength 3 thing is pretty useless. So all in all, I'd steer clear. The one situation where I could see myself pick him is if I'm up against Strip Ball and I don't have any sure hands myself. Then he suddenly becomes pretty damn useful. The last star player on the Nurgle list is a duo. It's Brick and Grotty. So here we see Brickfarth, and he's a pretty generic big guy, movement 5, strength 5, agility 2, armor 9, so he's an ogre. And you can use him as such, you can use him to beat people up. But his real strength comes when you combine him with Grotty. That's because Brick has both Strong Arm and Nerves of Steel, and both of these help him with throwing teammate. Nerves of Steel means he can throw Grotty while inside a cage or on the LOS, and Strong Arm means that he can throw 6 squares rather than 3 on a 2+. Pretty decent. Brick's tag team partner is Grotty the Doom Diver. Grotty is an agility 4 goblin, which is actually really good. Not only does agility 4 mean 2+ pickups and 2+ catches, but agility 4 dodge and stunty means he can go wherever he wants. That means that for 290k, you get a big guy and an agility 4 stunty. Pretty useful stuff. But of course, the two combined gives you something that you normally wouldn't have access to on Nurgle, and that's one-turning. If you're up against a good opponent, then they will stall against you, and having Brick and Grotty means that you can have a counter for that, and that you can score in a single turn, allowing you to turn a draw into a win, or a loss into a draw. Pretty good stuff. Importantly, the landing roll is also agility based, which means Grotty lands on a 3+, where normal stunties would land on a 4+.
Ha!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to press the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more of my content, mostly Blood Bowl 2, then do remember to hit subscribe as well, and I'll see you next time.